Hey everybody, happy Wednesday to you. We are continuing to work on our recycling old planners and old calendars beaded spine art journal, and we are ready to start putting our signatures in. And I wanted to show you, just kind of refresh you, that this is what a signature looks like. You can tell that at the top it's even, right? But then the pages go in here kind of higgledy-piggledy, which makes it a whole lot of fun. The thing that you have to remember is you can have different widths of paper, and it's great to have different widths of paper. But you'll need to make a measurement so your papers do not stick outside your book. It's all up to you. If you want papers sticking out of the side of your book, then go for it. You know, that's your artist statement. Just do whatever you want. Really, I am a big advocate of doing whatever you want. You know, watch the tutorial and get the idea, and then just take off with it. It's, you know, it's your book. Do your thing. In this one, I chose some papers that were just 12 by 12 for my signature covers. And then I cut off an inch on the bottom of them, or on the top, whichever made the most sense for the piece of paper. We are ready to do signatures, and this is how far we've gotten in our little journal. She's looking pretty good. Now we're ready to do signatures. I went upstairs and I chose some papers. The first thing that I like to do when I'm creating a signature is I like to choose signature covers. Our book is going to have 6 signatures in it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. Now for my book, I have 6 pieces of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper that I cut 1 inch off the bottom. My book is 11 1/4 inches tall, you know, lengthwise. Not the width is 7 3/4. I folded these papers and cut 1 inch off. So this is where I'll start putting my signatures together. So let's just start. And sometimes it's kind of fun to open your book and say, well, you know, I think that would make a nice, you know, first signature, last signature. It really, it doesn't matter, but it's fun to kind of make things match. If you don't want to make things match, then that's fine. It doesn't have to match, y'all. The first signature that I want to work in, I think, is going to be this one. And I'll show you some things that I just stumbled upon upstairs. This is some sort of newsletter about scrapbooking from June 2009. And this is the same thing. You can see that this will fit nicely within this signature. Things need to be the same length, but not the same width. You can see when I start putting this together how kind of higgledy-piggledy it gets. But that's like the fun of it. And again, you know, it's yours. So if you want to make your papers like flying out of your book, then that's, you know, that's totally up to you. All right, another scrapbook thingy here. I cut some smaller pieces of scrapbook paper. So I've got those over there. I also, this is a beautiful calendar that my buddy Bob, Mr. World War II vet, sent me, and he lives in England. This is a calendar that features the Cotswolds, so it's totally beautiful. And I took some pages from that. This is a great project for those big wall calendars, you know, that you just don't know what to do with. And I know that mostly people keep calendars on their phone, but, you know, I still prefer physical calendars on my wall. I have a physical calendar where I keep up with dates and my boyfriend's show schedule, and all that kind of everyday stuff is on my refrigerator. I like a physical calendar. I don't keep one on my phone. I have some 11 by 14 paper. I have some pages that are from the J. Peterman catalog that my sweet friend Jody gave me last year. I love this catalog. J. Peterman, right? You remember Elaine in Seinfeld, and she worked for J. Peterman? So I have some of those. And then I have, I don't know how big this is, y'all. This is some drawing paper. This is 70-pound drawing paper, but I don't remember how big it is. But I'm just gonna start putting together my signature. And I think what I want to start with is some drawing paper. So that looks nice. Let's do part of the J. Peterman catalog. That looks good. Let's see. I like this. Oh, look, see how nicely that went together? Attention estate owners, and this is a very English looking jacket. And this is a very English calendar, and that's a very English tam. So it's all kind of taken on a theme. Isn't that beautiful? All right, let's see. Let's put, I like the music thing right here. See, and the reason that I'm closing and opening it is just to make sure that everything's kind of tucked in there nicely. All right, I think let's go for, I kind of like this, so we'll put that in there. And we'll use one of our newsletter flyers. That's kind of cool because it has some articles about bookmaking. And the way that I folded this was an item that was folded together, but I chose to just fold the pages in like this because it's cool. It shows you how to make books, and I think that that adds interest to your little journal. Okay, so we got some things tucked in. Let's see how that's looking. Okay, I like the way that's looking. Got a few things tucked in. All right, let's add just a little bit more. Let's add another one of these. You can see that this thing just builds and builds and builds. You can put a whole lot in here. But then there's a point where you don't want to get too much in here because you have to cut. You have to cut this. Okay, it's feeling good. It's feeling like it's chunking up quite nicely. I'll put a couple of these pages in here since I have them lying here. And let's stick those in. I love the way that's going to fold out there. That's pretty super cool. And we'll just take 2 sheets of our 11 by 14, just plain copy paper, and we'll put it right here. All right. Now you can tell that nothing is sticking out the top and nothing is sticking out the bottom, and that's kind of what we're going for. Let's just look through here one more time. Yeah, I like the flow of that. Looks kind of neat. We're just making sure that everything's kind of tucked in the way it should be. All right, now we are ready. Duh. Do you see me do that? Just pull everything out. Let's make sure that that 11 by 14 paper is going to be okay. Oh yeah, definitely. So you can see how much extra room you have right here to go to the edge, but I like the way that looks. To me, that doesn't cover up too much of the inside back cover of the book, and it looks kind of nice like that. All right. Now it's time to do some cutting, and I'll show you how to do that. Again, I super encourage you to check out Jennibellie. because she is like the queen of making box books. You know, she made this beautiful, beautiful journal with the cereal box. And that's probably one of the very first things I ever saw Jenny make. And then I started watching every single video she had ever done. It was like I was just binge watching Jennibellie. She just absolutely fascinated me. We're marking our spine. Here's our spine. So we're going to mark here and here. And we're going to cut notches in our paper. The way I like to do this is I go ahead and start with the first signature cover. And then I'm just going to cut. And all you do is cut a notch. That notch is where you will run your embroidery floss or whatever kind of binding you choose. That way the signature is bound into the journal. Okay, let's check that. That looks good. That looks right. So this is what you're going for. You're going for these notches right here. Can you see them? See, notch, notch. What I like to do at this point is take away my journal and then just work on the rest of my signature. So here's our signature. We'll just start to mark it up. I'm going to take 3 pages out. I'm going to use this as a template. Scoot it to the edge right there. Make a little mark. Make sure that everything's stacked in there nicely. Cut. And cut this way. You can cut all the pages in your signature at one time, but I think that's really hard. I can't do that. It's just too thick for me to cut. So we're going for our notches. Notch this. Now, let's get this open. Make sure we've got notches on every page. Notch, notch, no notch. See, we missed this one. All right, let's take that one out. No big deal. And let's mark this one up. Sorry, that's probably super shiny, y'all. Sorry about that. And there we go. Can't really tell where that one is. I think I got kind of part of it, but didn't get it all the way. Done. Alright, now we need to go ahead and cut the rest of these. Measure, mark. Make sure things are stuck in there. This looks a little tall. not be too tall. Yeah, that's going to be just fine. Right. Okay, so we got our notches. Now we're going to cut here. It's dark, y'all. I hope you're able to see okay. I've got every light on in my little sunroom. But I miss my sunlight. And here. Alright. And check for your notches. Notch, notch, notch. There you go. I've got one more little stack of signature papers to go in here, but I can go ahead and show you how to lace your embroidery floss through the signature. So let's do that. I won't make the video so long and won't make you wait while I put the rest of this together. We found the middle of our signature, and that's where it is, right there. I'm going to take some embroidery floss, cut off a generous amount. Take our floss and kind of just lie it in the middle of our signature. And we're going to pull on both ends. Alright, I can tell right there that something is not quite deep enough. Do you see how it should be butted kind of right up against my notch here, and it's not. So I need to look in here and see what the problem is. Not that it's really a problem. It's just a little hiccup. Let's see where we got that. There we go. That might be it. Right there. Okay. Alright, let's see if we got that. Oh, we did. Okay, cool. Alright, there we go. This is one signature. On the next video, I'll show you guys how to tie this to your spine and how to start doing your beading on your beaded spine. Sorry, it's been a really long day. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you do like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate you guys so much. Have a good night. Bye.